So, good morning and welcome to the launch of our new Adult Learning Provision Career 21. The last year has been an incredible challenge, and for many people, it has allowed time for reflection. For some, the last year may have made us rethink our life goals and our life aspirations. So today we're going to talk about the launch of Career 21. My name is Jo Byrne and I'm really lucky to be the head of adult education here at Petrock. And with me I have Susie Smale, who leads
Hi.
Access, and hello, and Michelle Atkinson, who leads the adult team with me.
Hello.
So at Petrock, we offer an expansive range of courses in each of our career pathways. We know that education for learners over 19 has never been so accessible. We are here as a college to be a platform into the world of work or into the world of education. So, here are our career pathways, and we have 10. We have health and science, education and health and social care, engineering, transport and manufacturing, construction and built environment, business support, finance and professional studies, electrical and mechanical, digital skills and digital media, hospitality and catering, sport and fitness, and salon services. You may wish to take anything from a short course such as a CES card, or you may have aspirations to be an architect. We run courses from 6 months duration up to pathways that might take up to 6 years, depending on the time that you have to allocate to your studies. So, in terms of your destination, it might be back to the workplace or it might be to continue into education. Education, as I said earlier, has never been so accessible. A significant, and I mean a significant number of level 3 courses will be fully funded in September. A large number are fee waived, and key skills such as maths, English, and ICT are free. Our teams are here and waiting to take your queries on this and can help you in every step of the way. Education has also never been so flexible. Do you know that you can study at home from the comfort of your house and at a time that suits you? Do you know that you'll shortly be able to access an adult learning hub at Petrock with Wi-Fi and a quiet place to work independently? Do you know that you can change your mode of study depending on your circumstances? So you may start off wanting to study at Petrock on site, but do you know what? Things might change. You might want to then carry on working independently at home. We have that flexibility to meet your needs. Being away from education for a long time can affect our confidence. And we feel that sometimes, perhaps if we've been out of education, that we're not up to speed with new developments. This isn't the case. Every day we use new skills in our homes, with our children and with our friends. But we're here as a college to give you confidence, to help with confidence building and seminars in work preparedness to get us back to work and study. If you have a vision, there's never been a better time to embrace it and start the journey towards embracing it. And that's a quote that I really like. And it's about thinking about what you want to achieve, because as I said, now is the time to grasp it. So our college, as I said, is here for you. It's your college. Petrock is our Barnstaple, Mid Devon and beyond community college. As I said earlier, we hope shortly to have an adult learning evening hub available on our sites. And within that hub, we will have a careers service. So people who can help you find your pathway. Our career service is bespoke. We publish an amazing guide for you, but Mark and the team are here to create an individualised pathway for you. We're also here to offer you financial advice around funding and what funding may be available for you, and to find the best way of study according to your circumstances. There's also additional learning support available for adults, and sometimes that can be really helpful in order to identify any gaps in learning or any gaps or barriers to learning. And more importantly for me, we are extremely inclusive. There will be people joining us who have no prior attainment, might have left school without qualifications for whatever reason. It doesn't matter. You can start with us and you can run with courses up from level 1 to level 5. But even at those entry levels, we can help you build those foundations. We're also here to provide some digital support for you. So within our learning hubs, you'll be able to access IT. But also we have incredible pathways and courses around essential digital skills, which allow us really to sort of embrace the changes in technology. And as I said, around confidence and learning skills, confidence can be a huge barrier, but it's education, as I said, has never been so accessible. This is your college. This is here for you. And you might think, but I've got to wait until September to start. I don't. January is the time to start. We have a number of really exciting January courses ready to run. You can go onto our website. You can check out our guides. Okay, and we've also got some email addresses here, Adult Learning at Petroc and also GCSE at Petroc. Please, contact us at any time. January is the time to get started, even if it's to get those qualifications onto the course that you want to run in September. And talking about what we have in January, as I've said before, we have the essential digital skills, and these packages look at various platforms in terms of digital skills that can open up a pathway into many industries. I'm now going to hand over to my colleague, Michelle Atkinson, who's going to talk you through English and Maths and Science.
Hi, so as Jo said, in January, we've got a lot of courses starting. In English, we have GCSE, functional skills level 1 and 2, and the same in maths. So depending, as Jo said, on your entry point, we've got the course that can actually get you on the path you want to be. In science, we're offering a January start in biology. And as Jo's already mentioned, the ICT, the essential digital skills, is started in January. We've got a new course starting, which is going to help you to actually access some of the other courses. As well as that, we've got the Adult Ambitions Academy. Now, this covers the English, the maths, and the ICT, and it's a really good stepping stone to get onto the Access courses. So if you're looking to do that in January, and you need those English, maths and ICT, then the Adults Ambitions Academy is the course for you, because that'll get you ready for your your September start on the Access course. And Susie is going to talk to us a little bit more about that Access course now.
Hi. Okay, so the Access to Higher Education diplomas that we offer at Petroc is designed for students who want to go to progress to university and don't have the entry requirements to do so. By far, the most popular diploma we offer is the diploma in nursing, midwifery and medical science. And that's because in North Devon, we have such a huge amount of employment which is involved in care, and people wanting to progress on to, in particular, nursing degrees. And now we are able to offer the adult nursing degree at Petrock as a satellite centre for Bolton University. That's been extremely popular. So we have decided to run our nursing, midwifery and medical science diploma with a January start. So it will start on Tuesday, the 26th of January. It's 1 day a week in college for 2 years, and you'll study biology, health studies, psychology and study skills, and then that will give you the level 3 qualification you need to progress on to a degree in nursing, midwifery, paramedic science, or any other kind of medical science or healthcare related vocational degree.
Excellent, thank you, Susie. Brilliant. We also have to add on there our business admin level 2, which is a technical qualification, and AAT level 2. So as I say, quite a comprehensive offer for January. And I really would encourage anybody right now who's thinking about making those changes to do so now and come and visit our website. So I think that's all for us for the minute. What we'd like to do is answer any of your questions.
Somebody's asked, I am too old to do an adult course. Absolutely not. We accept applicants of any age. A lot of our students have decided to, they maybe take an early retirement, or they've decided they might want to do the university degree that they've never done, and they'll come and do an access course with us and a foundation degree with us in partnership with Plymouth. So absolutely, age is no barrier at all.
So anybody else?
So we've got a question, Joe. How much does an adult course cost? And that really depends on your personal circumstances. As Joe said at the beginning, a lot of the courses are fully funded, and it'll depend on what level you've got at prior attainment. But our advice and guidance centre are the people that can actually give you that bespoke information. Have you got anything to add to that, Joe?
Just to reiterate that, maths and English and our essential digital skills packages are free, but many of our courses are fee waived, and the key for us is really to promote that from September a huge amount, or a significant amount, of our level 3 courses will be funded. So for me, it's taken this opportunity now in January to think, right, how do I prepare for that? And to think about the English, maths particularly, and ICT courses.
So the next question, Joe, is can I get help with the cost of my courses?
As I said, in terms of this, really does come down to for the level 1 up to the level 3 down to personal circumstances, and a lot of them are fee waived. But our advice and guidance centre here is here to talk you through what those fee waivers look like and what it'll mean to you. But I think many people will probably be quite surprised at how much is available. Susie, do you want to talk about how Access is funded?
Yeah, so the majority of our Access to Higher Education diploma students will apply for an advanced learner loan. So you apply to the student finance company to take out a loan for the cost of your course fees. And what happens is they loan you the money, and you are expected to pay that back when you're earning over a certain level of salary, and it's taken directly from your salary at source. However, with the advanced learner loan for an Access diploma, if you progress onto university, which obviously the majority of our students do, that's the whole aim of the course. When you graduate from your degree, any balance which is left on your advanced learner loan is written off. So basically, the majority of our students will never pay that advanced learner loan, because the aim is you go to university and you complete your degree, and then your access fees are written off.
Lovely. Do you have any other questions?
So can you describe what college life is like for adult learners?
That's a really interesting one, and I think it depends on the course. So I think if I could start off talking about what it's like for those coming in for short courses, and then I could swap over to Susie. Is that okay? So I think in terms of if you are studying a GCSE or a functional skills, or it could be a short construction qualification or engineering qualification, then quite often it is anything from a couple of hours each day to a full day at college. In terms of English and maths and ICT, then it really depends on how you want to study. Some people like to study away from home and in the classroom. Other people find that coming in and giving up a day's work, or if they're working full time, they think, you know what, I'd rather study at home. And students can study at home. They can study independently or via live streamed lessons. So there is complete flexibility there. And I think is really important for Susie to talk through what it's like for an adult access learner who is in for more than one day a week.
Yeah, so our part-time access diploma students are in 1 day a week for 2 years, but the full-time diploma is 3 days a week. Depending on the diploma, there are different days of the week that you're in. Currently, we're offering a blended learning approach because of the coronavirus pandemic. So our full-time learners are in 1 day a week in college and 2 days a week with digital learning. But we're very much hoping that in the new year we can get students into college more, because the whole point of the access course is for a lot of our learners, they maybe haven't been in education for 10 or 20 years. And it's about, as well as learning the subjects that they'll do in their diploma, it's about developing those skills in the classroom, the communication, the discussion with your peers, the debates, the kind of arguments are all part of getting you ready for university study. So you're with groups of, obviously on your course, you're with a group of students who are aged from 19 plus. And as I said, we sometimes have access students in their 50s, 60s or above. So it's a really wide range of age ranges, and you are with those students for the day.
Can I just add about English and maths? Obviously, it's 19 plus and the biology as well. But we do have evening classes available as well as daytime. So like Joe was saying, it's really flexible, and you know, the college life part of it will depend on what you want to do really, and what you want to access and how you want to access those lessons. So the next question is, who do I contact to get further information about my training options? Who wants to take that? Susie, do you want to start with that for access?
Yeah. So for further information about any of the courses, our Advice and Guidance Centre on the main site in Stickle Path, their telephone number is 01271 852 442. There we go. It's just come up on the screen, which is helpful. So their email is guidancecentre@petroc.ac.uk, or their phone number's there as well. Or as Joe said earlier on, we have the adult education@petroc.ac.uk email address as well.
Okay. Do you offer free short courses for adults? So I think, Joe, you've talked a little bit about that, haven't you?
We really do. So English, maths, ICT, essential digital skills. But also we are waiting for the government to announce some exciting fully funded courses for our adult learners.
Can an adult course fit around my lifestyle? So again, I think we've covered a bit of that by saying that, yep, you can study at home, you can come into college. We have, for the GCSE offer, we have the evening classes as well as the daytime classes. So yes, depending on, you know, what you need and what's happening in the rest of your life and how you want to fit it in, there are options available, definitely. Susie, is there anything you want to add for the accent?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about saying this, Willie, but just to let you know that yesterday at the CAVA conference, Petroc was very lucky that one of our students, Mikey Phillips, won the Outstanding Academic Achievement Award for Access students, and that's a national award. And while he was doing his course, which is 3 days a week, he was working full time doing night shifts at a local company. Now, I wouldn't recommend that, but it just shows it is possible. You know, you can work around the courses. I wouldn't recommend full time, but you know, people manage to do it, and that was a massive accomplishment. So yes, certainly you can fit the course around your lifestyle.
So the next one is, I don't feel ready for a degree. Are there courses which can help prepare me for a degree in the future?
I think over to you, Susie.
Yeah, absolutely. So our access to higher education diplomas, that is what they are designed for. It's about getting students ready where they don't feel ready for the degree. I mean, we offer a number of foundation degrees and full degrees at Petroc, mainly at our Branham's campus. And some students have had a gap in learning and just don't feel they might have the qualifications they need to go on to the degree, but just want to build their confidence in the classroom. And that's what Access is designed for. It's about getting you back in classroom. Like I said, you'll learn a number of subjects, but the course is so much more than what you'll learn in biology or sociology. It's about getting you prepared for university study. So the beginning of the course, there's a huge amount of support. It's very much about kind of getting you engaged in discussions, preparing you for coursework, getting you ready for your study skills, so learning referencing skills, essay planning, note taking. And then as the course progresses, that support remains, but it's gradually kind of removed, getting you ready for independent study, so you are really ready to go when you start that university degree.
Can I just add to that? The level 1 and the level 2 courses will actually help you to access that as well. So they all build towards it. So if you, like we were saying, if you do the January start for the GCSE Maths and English, that will then help you to lead on to the Access course that Susie's just been talking about. So lots of stepping stones to be able to get you to that degree that you want to do in the future.
I'm really excited to hear that we're offering a January start GCSE biology, because with our nursing midwifery pathway being the most popular on the Access course, having a GCSE science grade, particularly recent knowledge, is really, really helpful for getting the good grades on the Access diploma. So to be able to come in January and do a GCSE course in 5 or 6 months is just brilliant. It's a really great opportunity for you.
Yeah.
It's a really good question here, actually. Yeah. I've recently been made redundant. Can you help me gain employment? Yes, that's what I'm saying for this. You know, we've talked a lot about continuing in education, but we are just as committed to, you know, helping people get back into the workplace. So we have a number of packages available around essential digital skills, around preparedness for work, around confidence building, and around key skills, with the emphasis on digital, but around maths and English as well. And we also, as I talked about earlier, we do short courses in all those fields as well, the pathways that we talked about. So it could be that you need to be confident and we talked about the KESC card earlier, and that's the health and safety card to work on site, in construction sites and things like that. So it might be that you need a short qual to help you be work ready in a local industry. And yeah, absolutely, Petroc is here. And even if you just don't know what to do right now, and I think with redundancy, I can imagine that you can feel a little bit shell shocked and not quite know where to go or who to speak to. And even if you don't know what the next step is, where you'd like to go, come to us. And we'll be able to talk you through what's on option, what is on offer to you, but also help you to sort of determine what you'd like to do. Careers advice isn't just about talking about steps within education. It's about finding what it is that works for you. Oh, have you got any more?
Okay, I'm interested in changing my career. Are apprenticeships an option for adults? Yes, they are, definitely. Again, there's no age limit on an apprenticeship, and we have different levels of apprenticeship depending on what you want to do as well. So if you're thinking of a career change, then an apprenticeship could be the route for you. And again, we can advise you on the different apprenticeships because they cover all the pathways and the different levels available. So please get in contact with us, but there is no age limit on an apprenticeship.
No.
Definitely.
And especially around the funding, around higher apprenticeships, they're there for adults. Absolutely. We're also looking at T levels, which is a slightly different structure, which I'm sure that you will have heard about again today, but they're going to be open to adults as well. I think the key message from me today is please, please, please just get in touch. Now is the time to take those next steps forward, and whatever stage you're at, whether you're in that kind of I don't know which way to turn to, okay, I've got a level 3 qualification and I need to know what to do to go further. Okay, that's what we're there for. Petroc is there for you. It's your college. It's your source of information. We've got here on the slide how to contact us. There's a web address there, guidancecentre@petroc.ac.uk or 01271 852 422. There are people in today and obviously every day of the week. So please get in touch. And thank you ever so much for being with us this morning.